Once again, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Lion's Den. I know I didn't get to stream the other night. I know my late night streams were kind of how I started to make this channel back up. But I've been a little burned out at night. And I know that these streams get about 5 views and my others get about 25. So, but no, I wanted to come on while I could. We'll see if we can do another one late tonight, see if I can caffeine up enough. We are going to discuss a little bit with the Austin Metcalf Karmelo Anthony murder happened, and we got the verdict. And as we discussed before, it ain't pretty, and it hasn't gotten any better. We've got the usual suspects out there, and I'm not going to say, we got statements from both parents, from Austin Metcalf's dad, Jeffrey, and from Karmelo Anthony's parents. Sorry, I've forgotten their name. I think the mom's name is Holly. I don't know. I can't remember. And I see them both as very dissimilar things. The biggest problem I have... Now, let's go back to the actual trial. We'll move on. I know I got my picture up large right now. I will try not to forget to minimize. My big problem is the grifting. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic here. Well, maybe I am, but at least I'm honest about it, kind of. Sorry, guys. I've had a lot on my mind today. The Karmelo Anthony's parents, personally, my opinion of them is not good. They are, in my opinion, pieces of absolute trash. And for actual black people, I'm sure they look at them and go, oh, come on. What is wrong with you? Karmelo Anthony's parents let him run around acting like a little gangsta thug. There's no way they didn't know he's taking pictures with guns on himself. By the way, handguns that he was not allowed to be messing with by law. Taking all gangsta guns, showing symbols and stuff, being a badass. Yet now you got people out there wanting to go after, say, oh, Jeffery Metcalf got in trouble for SA back when the kids were 4, so maybe that caused them to be bullies. But ignoring the whole gangsta thug thing Karmelo had going, and his parents let go. Karmelo Anthony's parents are, in my opinion still, pieces of shit. They had a Give, Send, Go, GoFundMe. They raised over $600,000. Did they use that for their son's defense? No. I would love any of you out there defending, Karmelo or his family. Tell me why none of that was used to defend him. I see people out there now bitching. Oh my God, the public defender. That is horrible. Screw you. The parents chose that. They could have used that $600,000 for a pretty dang good attorney. In fact, their GoFundMe slowed down when they got busted out, where it says on there, probably be used for living expenses. People are like, oh, what? Even logical people who were going to defend him, and blind as hell to the facts at the time, went, but no. They didn't spend that money defending him. They hung their kid out to dry. They didn't even show up for sentencing. Don't give me this, well, they were protesting the bullcrap verdict. Bull. You stand there with your child. That is crap. They proved who they are as parents. Feel free to, if you're watching this afterwards, let me know how I'm wrong. They used that money to rent, and people talk about, oh, they act like they bought $1 million house. No, they didn't. But they were paying shite loads of rent in a very expensive house. They didn't need that. They bought an Escalade. Yeah, used, but they bought a flippin' Escalade. A used Escalade is more than I can afford, or most people I know. They went and used this money to live it up. Bought tons of presents and gifts. Door dashing, whatever. They did a bunch of crap. There's lists you can find what people found they were doing with that money. Hey, how much I went to defend their son? Zip, or very close to zero. What a load of crap. And I'm just angry watching all the reactions from the usual suspects. Once again, I'm not going to play this hot ride that fence and say, I'm not going to say, oh my God, all black people are bad. They're not. The problem is it's a majority. Whether you like it or not, I don't care what your race, age, what your nationality is, time to face the goddamn facts here in America. It's not all. But once again, when 77% of black people polled multiple times, and that's between 72 and 77%, polled think that white people owe them reparations, bullshit. That means those people are racists. They think somebody who never did anything wrong to them, and nothing that was ever done to them, they're still owed for it. From one race to another. I am tired of this. It's not all, but there's a huge proportion. And I'm going to be a little nicer than somebody like Crowder. Crowder automatically says 77% of these people you can't be around, they're racists. I personally think it's between 55 and 70%, somewhere in there. I'll give a little more grace. Partially because I know a lot of good black people around me, but yes, there are also, if you look up the Quad Cities, it is known in a few of our cities for a few race riots. So yeah, but it is a problem, and it's time. I think the fatigue is because white people, and not just white people, Asians are damn tired of black people attacking them. Hispanics are tired of them. Everybody's getting tired. And let me tell you, black people are tired of it. Actual black people. They're tired of the ninjas out there among them. The ninjas are pissing off black people. Black people are out there trying to do good. They talk average. They work. They meet you. They fist bump you at the gym. Hey, dude, can you grab me for a rep here? That is it. You don't care. You say hi. You see somebody. It's the ninjas among them. And there's too many of them. And unfortunately, the community itself isn't doing much to push back. They've let this grow and grow and grow and blame everything on evil chalk demons. It's because we're held down. No, because you held yourself down. And people are just tired of it. And this family was well off. The Karmelo Anthony family was not poor. They weren't ultra rich, but they were pretty well off. And still somehow prescribed to the gangsta culture. How many times have we seen multi-millionaire NBA, NFL, and other celebrities out there that are black going back gangbanging, getting in trouble for dog fighting? Still gotta act the feral thug. I don't understand it. And don't give me, it's a difference in our culture. Well, that's a problem. If you want to live like feral animals from the 1800s or something, then go to another country and do it. The rest of us in civilized society are freaking tired of it. And anybody out there defending Karmelo still, hashtag free Karmelo, free him. He stabbed a boy in the heart. There are idiots out there still trying to make up, it was just a teeny little blade on like a multi-tool. You mean like this multi-tool? This is a small one, by the way. And I'm not going to unfold it because YouTube will get me. But the blade is almost as long as this thing. That is the thickness of my hand. And the blade that they found he was carrying is bigger than this. That is the depth enough to go right into somebody's heart. It's not some teeny little fingernail cutter blade. These people lying. The all-white jury thing. Yeah, we'll go into some stuff here in a minute. The all-white jury lie. Screw everyone. If you already commented some people on X Day, that's why I was late. I got pissed off trying to comment back to some of these people. We can only let lies go so long. Yes, they will never change. They're going to stay liars, but we got to start pushing back. For so long, people were scared of the R word. Oh, you're a racist. You're a bad person if you say anything bad. No, we've spoiled them. They get away with crap. They're used to getting in your face and being arrogant, pushy thugs. And they're always used to you backing down. And if you don't, they'll use the R word. People are tired of it. We're tired of being beat over the head with a magic word that they use from the age of 4 on up. For each other, for white people, it's idiotic. The all-white jury thing, go F yourselves. There was a couple of people of Middle Eastern descent. There was an Asian. There was a Hispanic in there. Oh, I guess everybody is not the AF, African American. I hate that phrase because they're not African. If you're African, go back. I am tired of this BS. They weren't all white. And let me, yeah. Why were there no black people on the jury? They had some in the jury pool. They were deposed. You know why? You know why they were removed? Because they openly said, each of them, they couldn't convict a black boy. They couldn't send a black person to jail. Couldn't send a brother to jail in spite of facts. Even if the evidence said guilty as F, they weren't going to do it. So they would have hung the jury over race. So black people, you caused it. You got yourselves removed from that. How do we ever put you on a trial knowing that you will put race above everything? That means you cannot be on juries almost anywhere anymore. Look at you out there marching right now. Look at this. You don't see this in the white community ad nauseum. Is there some morons? Sure. But the black community is super good at defending, not their best, which you should, not even your middle. They defend the worst among them in the worst actions. Ad nauseum, with violence, in spite of facts. How can we ever trust you to be on a jury? A jury where a white person's up on charges or a black person. White person, you are more likely by every study to find a white person guilty even if they didn't do it. And by your own words, even if the black guy did it, you don't care. You don't want to send him to jail. This has gone on throughout time. Hell, I can think clear back to O.J. Simpson. They knew he was guilty as sin. Let him go. Great. All we've had is for decades, white people, all we've gotten is, hey, when black people go, it's okay, I guess it's okay to kill a black person in America or attack them. Really? White people do that crap, they go to jail. And that's been the lying grift now for decades of my life. The facts are, every time the pavement hits the road, it's a black person that will do this crap and get off. And then mad when they're held accountable. Because we don't do it enough. We have a guy in my area. I'm using an example. Yeah, people go, oh, that's just a little hyperbolic example. Yes, it is. There's a guy in my area, actually, there's a whole family in my area with a certain name. If you're from my area, you know the name. They have gotten so many bites at the apple. And there were news stories in my area about 10 years ago proving that, holy crap, white and Hispanic people who'd done 1 or 2 of these crimes were in jail. Yet this African-American family got 15, 20 bites of the apple until one of them murdered a couple people after they were let out with, oh, we'll do church service. The judge gave them going through a church program. Within a month, killed somebody. This is the bites at the apple. The pavement hits the road. We're tired of it. Well, you know what it's like living black in America. You know what? No, I don't. You don't know what's like living white in America where, hey, chalk demon, automatically racist. Shut up. Shut up. It goes both ways. You don't know what's like automatically where you assume we're racist. Or you say it just for power. I don't even think most of them believe it. I don't think a lot of them are so stupid they don't realize they're the racists. I think they know. They don't care. It's just like average leftists. Facts mean nothing. It's whatever gives them power in the moment. So whatever gives them power, in this case, they can beat you over the head, make you feel bad, make you back down, scare you off with the evil R word. You are racist. And people do it until lately. People have had it. You've overused the phrase. You've overused the word. Not just black people. Hell, Democrats and leftists in general. You've overcooked it. That's why they've switched to the new word like genocides and stuff. Even Nazi. A lot of times people say that to you, now you go, yeah, okay. People are tired of it. It's just stupid, and this is not helping anything. None of this is helping. You want to talk about racism in America? We are going to have a backlash off stuff like this. Where now you got the guy on the bicycle around just attack a random white person. You got people online saying, that's it, white people, stay home this weekend and we're going to be out there after you. Holy shit. If there were white people ad nauseum all over X, all over Twitter, I'm sorry, Biden moment, all over Instagram, all over, TikTok, saying this crap, holy jeez. Let alone the riots we would have had if this whole Austin Metcalf thing was reversed. So sorry, there's my little opening rant. I'm just tired of it. I would love for somebody to come on here and defend the family and defend Anthony, because the thing is, all it's going to do is showcase how either evil, uneducated, or racist they are. I think most of them don't care. They don't care about facts. Nothing gets in the way of a good hate. Jay Waters, how's it going, man? He had a privately retained attorney during his murder trial, but later requests a court-appointed public defender for his appeal. I was pretty sure they used the public defender during this trial. I'm pretty sure that's what everybody's saying. They used the public defender during this. Because both sides are pretty much saying they didn't use a lawyer. And they're asking, why'd you use a public defender? And even if he's going to use a public defender, even let's say it's just for his appeal, why? Wouldn't you want the best? No, because people are bitching that the public defender who in this murder trial didn't do his job. He wasn't good enough. Then why'd they use him? So I think you're wrong, because people are out there saying automatically, why did they use the public defender? Are you still on the watermelon felon? Yeah! Woo! That's another thing. People pissed about the whole watermelon felon thing. Krasenstein's, I got one of him pulled up here. We'll go in a minute. The average leftist, more worried about words hurt than knife hurts. Oh my God, he said bad words. I'm sorry. I think the guy whose son was murdered by a thug, taking pictures of himself with guns he was never supposed to have, being a thug. His parents knew he was a thug. He'd been in trouble before. He was suspended anyway when he was supposed to be there. He wanted to... Look at the pictures of him with his weaponry. We'll get to him. He was trying to be a thug. He was trying to get that street cred. I think he went there to take somebody out, whether it was white or black. I'm not 100% sure if he was trying to be racist about it. But it seemed like he egged it on purpose and was ready and wanted that street cred. All right. Oh, they're saying during the murder trial, even people that are, both sides seem to be saying it was a prosecutor. State's, the state defense attorney. If I'm wrong, that's fine, but then so is about 90% of other people. But even then, why would you use a public defender you think a public defender is going to do a appeal any better than somebody more expensive like this Howard you're talking about? But yeah, words, oh my God, watermelon felon. I think after everything Jeffrey Metcalf has done, he went and he tried. He took heat from people like me. You go back and look at my videos originally. Me and a lot of other people that gave Jeffrey Metcalf heat for being way too vanilla in how he responded to these people. Even when they started pushing him out, treating him like shit, attacking his family, attacking his house. There were death threats going on all this time. And people, I was one, was going, dude, what the fuck? If that was my kid, I'd be a lot more tough than that. Others were like, hey, that's God's way. Okay. But now that he's really gotten angry, these people clutch their goddamn pearls. Or clutch their spears. 48 hours. Okay. I find it hilarious the Democrats talk about reparations. By the way, hey, Swamp Rat. Talk about reparations, have Andrew Johnson to thank for them not getting it. It's not just Andrew Johnson. But yeah, not getting it. But I am tired of the whole reparations talk anyway. You deserve nothing because you're born a certain color. I deserve nothing because I'm born a certain color. Nobody does. We're all born in this country under the same laws, rules, regulations, and hopes and dreams. Well, some of us. Some of us don't exactly aspire to be gangsta and thuggish. You know, you have the same opportunities to the most point. And don't give me that black people in the ghetto. There are more poor white people in America than there are black people. And you still don't see the big gangsta thug culture among those really, really poor white people. Yeah. So it's a dumb statement right there. Well, people are wrong and don't research. I do research and I was still wrong. I didn't find that Howard was in there, but hey, I'll take your word for it because you catch a lot of stuff. But even if, why would you use a public defender for your appeal? If you are, these people out there screeching, free Karmelo, I stand with Karmelo. Karmelo did nothing wrong. If those parents really believe that, why would you step down to this crap attorney? It's just idiotic. And that family's not poor. They are they had much more money than my definite blue-collar, middle-class family did. Or does. But yeah, it's just super ignorant. This whole thing is ignorant. And I don't think Jeff Metcalf did anything wrong. I think he has every right to speak out, every right to say the crap he did. Some people may not agree with it. You know what? So what? Some are going, oh, he's just stoking this. So I think after somebody takes away your son's life and your other son has to hold him in his arms while he dies, I think as a father, you get to pretty much call. I don't care if he called him. Oh, you pick your slurs to do with porches and primates and things like boo. It got boo in it and you name it. And the outright ninja word. I think when somebody kills your kid, and I'll say this for you black people too, if a white kid does it, yeah, you can call that kid anything you want. About time then your chalk demon and all your other stuff is valid. At least you have a reason, a real one. You get to do that then. But going after and clutching pearls. Oh my God, he said bad thing about a guy who killed his kid. Shut up. Now this is back. This is Steven Crowder posted this. Jeff Metcalf publicly forgave Karmelo Anthony for killing his son. He literally said this is not a race issue. I kind of disagree. It seems like Anthony was a thug. Look at what he idolized. He idolized that gangsta thug culture that black people have got to get rid of. Actually, black people don't idolize it. The gangsta thug 50+% of the population does. It's that let's act like feral animals crap. Says this is not a race issue. I disagree in a way. I'm not sure if Karmelo automatically was after taking out a white guy or he just was taking out anybody, but I don't know. It's always weird how it ends up this way. We played the stats last time on my stream too. You are 100+ times more likely as a white person to be offed or attacked by a black person than the other way around. And that's bad considering we are a much bigger number of folks in America. And I caught Tim Pool saying something wrong earlier too. He's saying, well, black people, blah, blah, these crimes per capita. No, it's not just per capita. Black people commit more murders in general. Out of all violent crimes in America, they commit 55%. Well, it's 55 to 60%. That is insane. That's not per capita, Timmy. That is on total. So when you have 13% of the population, that's including the other women, which most of it's men. But let's say it's 8% of the population. When you have 8% of the population committing 55% of the total murders and violent crimes in America, that's not per capita. That is per totala, and it's bad. It's horrendous. So, yeah, he was wrong on that. After everything the Anthony family said and done, yeah, Metcalf went to try to show peace and unity at a press conference, and they removed him. He said, back down. I don't want any fights over this. He tried. And all they did was attack his family, death threats. And then after this trial, I think, seeing how they reacted, I think he's justified, 100%. And that's up to you. Well, do you think he's justified? Do you think he's the man whose son was murdered? You think he can call that murder or anything he wants? I think so. Oh, I know. Krasenstein's other people that clutch your pearls. Oh my God. He should probably get 5 years off his jail sentence for every time somebody says some bad words to him. So if you use watermelon felon, you should get 5 years off or something? F you people. After everything the Anthony family said and done, repeatedly shouting biased, prejudiced, racist, claiming every witness lied, which they're still doing, they're now saying that everybody lied in court. Oh, including all the black folks? It was a white jury. So? It wasn't, but so? Good grief. All it took was one of the non-white people in that jury to say no, and it was a hung jury. Even they said, yeah, that dude's guilty. The black people on the scene, there were witnesses that said, dude did it. And they said he egged it on. So they're still out there lying. Claiming every witness lied and insisting the jury was racially biased. Is Andy wonder Metcalf is fed up? Yeah. Now this is Jeff Metcalf from 2025. Now listen to this, and some people are already saying, "Oh, he's always been a racist. He was just play acting. Now the real him is out." Kiss my ass. You people, this is the problem. They push you and poke and punch and kick, scream and call names, and then when you dare to react, it's all about your reaction. Oh my God, you're horrible. Ignoring the horribleness that they were doing for a full year plus. That our horribleness is nothing. No, that's gone. But oh my God, he said something bad. Screw you all.
You had mentioned a few times that you had forgiven the suspect for what he did.
I do.
But we just informed you about these documents, and
that doesn't change anything. Okay. This has to do with me and God. God teaches us in the Bible. He talks about forgiveness. He also talks about revenge. Not for me to seek. God will take care of it. Karma, I believe in it.
God talks about justice too. And we had justice. As much as our justice system allows in this, we got justice. So anybody idiot out there, oh my God, justice for Karmelo. Yeah, that says a lot right there. Justice for the murderer. Oh my God, they touched him, which even in the courtrooms already said Austin never really got to touch him. He was just coming over and put his hand up and stab. Once again, and I'll keep saying it, you're going to be sick of hearing it, but it has to be said. We've got to push back on these people. Imagine if this is reversed. We don't have to imagine. We've seen all the race lies and riots over the years. We already know what this would look like in reverse.
It's very unfortunate that this other child decided to make a bad choice that's going to affect him for the rest of his life. I have compassion for every human being. This is not, I want to make this very clear. This is not a race issue. This is not a black and white issue. I don't want someone stepping up on a soapbox trying to politicize this. I don't appreciate some of the remarks I've seen online that people say there was this fight and they don't know. They weren't there. I know the truth.
That's how it started. By the way, I realize who he looks like. It's Jack Klompus from Seinfeld.
Yeah. But yeah, it's... Yeah, they're saying that the watermelon felon thing is he's always been. Now this is where Crowder, once again, he pushes a statistic a little more than me. Sorry, I was going to take back to Jack Klompus. I think I went too far.
It's like Klompus, but so when people now point, and you'll see, I mean largely black people, those activists, not all, just 70-something%. They will point to the watermelon felon thing and say, see, he held those beliefs all along. That was him faking it. Okay, let's assume that's true.
Once again, I don't know what he's about to say here, but let's assume that's true. Fine. then it does not offset the whole year of horrible, horrendous, bullshit, racist crap from the other side. They think 8,000 bad things on their side is totally negated by one. By Jeffery Metcalf. That's craziness. That's their math. Once again, liberal math. 2 + 2 = 5. I can say 8,000 bad things about you, threaten you, go after your family, make you, go after white people. But hey, oh my God, watermelon felon, we're equal. Shut up. His son is still dead. I think he gets a pass. In fact, I would give him a pass for the N card. I think for the rest of his life, I'm sorry, if a black person kills a white person, the bullshit magical N-word is off the table. They can walk around muttering that N-word till the day they die. Not that I would say I think that's a great thing to be going to doing, but I'm saying, oh, come on. I think that's at least a get out an N-word free card. Sheesh, a watermelon felon's not bad.
I don't believe it, but let's assume it's true for the sake of argument. How about we apply the same standard to you,
No!
considering all the shit that you, specifically the family, have said and done throughout this trial to reveal who you truly are, which is also why I think this guy is fed up.
By the way, this right here is how Karmelo Anthony grew up the way he is. His mom and dad don't have the same last name. So work together, I guess. I don't know. Or she just kept her name, but okay, she got a Michael Kors bag on. From what I know, what little I know about these, I don't use a purse very often. That's an expensive bag. So you couldn't have kept your kid from being a thug? Racist? Biased? Let's see. Dead boy. Killer boy. Murderer boy who does killing goes to jail. That's racist and biased. Got it. So pretty much what she and a lot of these activists are saying is, hey, how dare you hold us to account for acting like feral thugs and killing you? You should just let us do it. Got it.
Accountability.
Accountability in the background, yes.
Number one was the all-white jury.
It wasn't an all-white.
All-white jury. There it is again. He's doing it.
Jury.
What? Whoa. What? Wait. A white person kills a black boy and gets away with it? Wait, whoa. That's not even in reality. Huh? Wait, the jury said... what? I mean, wait.
It wasn't an all-white jury.
A white person can kill a black boy and get away with it. He sent their message.
Everyone actually lied.
What? That's not even in reality. A white boy can kill a black boy and get away with it. What? Oh my God. Now this right here, once again, they're talking about the trial.
Everyone, but us.
All of the witnesses' statements were inconsistent. All of them.
No, they were very consistent. They were consistent that your kid did it. They were consistent, your kid, including his friends, or people knew him right there, including black people, were consistent as shit that your little ninja egged on the fight, caused a problem, and stabbed him to death. Stabbed Austin to death. Very consistent. This is the people that raised Karmelo Anthony to be the thug he was. Imagine, I'll bet their other 3 kids are really great too. Great. Now, do they have her name there? I thought they did. No, they don't have her name down there, but I swear her name's not same.
All of them.
If you looked at the news, all that shit was already convicted. If you look at it, it was already done.
Yeah, because there were so many witnesses at the time already saying, shit, this don't look good. And it's funny because the leftist media was out there actually running cover. So you're full of crap. They were trying to amp up the race part. Oh, the poor black boy was attacked and beat up so bad. And they also said, remember this, they said Karmelo Anthony was this little puny thing. Yeah, Austin Metcalf had 40 pounds on him. Karmelo Anthony was not the little waif they showed in the earlier pictures. They did the whole show young pictures of him crap. He was 40 pounds lighter, but still a big boy, and was captain of like his football team and on track and everything else. He was an athlete too. So yeah, the media had, they'd already convicted your kid. No, they'd already convicted the guy who got killed.
There was no innocent until proven guilty. He was already guilty.
I don't even like people with the face that she's pulling. And I don't give it, it's not a color thing. This snarly, nasty, I'm a pure race grifting face. Her son is who he is because of her.
So if we're going to apply, the pre-built racism in your DeLorean, I'll apply the pre-built victim excuse, always blaming racism. So you taught your son that if anything ever happens, it's just bias, racist, prejudice, and that's why he acted like an ass. And he's doing hopefully the rest of his life in jail. I'll apply the same standard. Or, most likely, he was genuine. He thought he could reason with you people, meaning the family specifically. Then you acted that way, and he said, you know what? Since I can't actually hope for peace, I can't actually hope for reconciliation, now we're just at the intersect of hoping to find justice and truth.
It's true, but also, if you want to talk about reasoning,
You had mentioned a few times that you...
sit down and watch police body cam videos for an hour. Go to YouTube. You can go to Kick, whatever you like. Pick your social media and go watch police body cam videos. And what are you going to tell me now, that everybody out there is a racist that does the police body cam videos channels? They don't care about the color. All they care about is what's going to get them the views and the clicks. Let's show it. Some of them are people that really love police. Some are ones that hate police. But look at the interactions. It is hard to deal with the usual suspects. They don't want to. They have a self-control problem. They've never been taught to have self-control. Most of them don't have dads in the house. 70+% don't have dads around to teach them that self-control, to put them over the knee once in a while, to show them there's consequences, to tell them how to act like a man. You watch those videos and you're going to then tell me the black community has some work to do. All right. Kesha here, what's up? How you doing today? I'm just on here ranting a little. All right. So yeah, that's just one of those things. Now this here. I love how... Also, it's amazing to me. Here's something that's amazing to me. How these people prescribe racism to Jeffrey Metcalf more than they have Karmelo Anthony's father. After all the things he's done and said. Or how about Karmelo Anthony himself? Because I'm telling you right now, if this is reversed, I know people are tired of hearing it, but too bad. It's facts and reality. If this was reversed, let's say the white boy had killed the black boy, they automatically would be screaming, racist, he killed him because of race, and it's a hate crime. We need hate crime involved in this. But when the black boy kills the white boy, why isn't that considered a possible race or hate crime? Just saying. Why is it only one direction? And that's the problem. There are too many of the thug black people who've been taught that they can get away with this. You get up in a white person's face, you call them names, you call them racist. They'll back down. A lot of courts will let them go because don't want to be seen racist for putting the black boy in jail. They haven't been held to account. But they're always automatically willing to turn that race lens, only one direction. It's like the damn bat symbol for them. How dare How dare the man who lost his son say any bad things about the guy who took his son? It's weird.
Make something racist up so y'all can go viral.
All right, so now this is only a bit of it. See, they tried to cut it, but they didn't get it all cut. He says, here, let me give you something racist so you can go viral. He did this on purpose because he's pissed off. They call him a racist anyway. They've attacked his family. They've threatened him, threatened his other son. They're pissing on his son's grave. They're saying that your other son should be dead too. In fact, there's been some out there saying that you watch, you're going to lose your other son. That is insane. So he openly said right here, they tried to cut it, didn't get all cut. Here, let me give you something to go viral.
Make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you? Make something racist up so y'all can.
And I'm just going to say, I don't know. I think he gets to say it.
Because the gag order is lifted. Tiffany Billions, Wackadoo, McAdoo, whatever her last name is. I'm not going to throw insults at you because I'm not going to lower myself to your level. But you're despicable. Drew Anthony, Kayla, you're cowards. You wouldn't even show up for your son's sentencing or victim statement impact.
Which I think is horrendous. I don't care what you think of the verdict. You should be there for your flipping kid.
You abandoned your kid. You left him there.
They did.
I guess he's no more use to you because you can't get any more GoFundMe money or GoSendGo money. You are grifters. You should be ashamed of yourself. You raised that child. And I swear to God, CPS should come check on those other 3 that you still have.
Oof. He has a point. If Karmelo was posting public images with firearms he was never supposed to have, being ghetto, getting in trouble, he'd been in fights before, he was suspended at the time. I don't know. It's a problem that's got to be fixed.
You never once admitted or took accountability. You tried to play victim.
Yes, Jay Watterson. From what I know, yes, the Anthony family did move from near New Orleans to some in Louisiana. I know about New Orleans, but I know from Louisiana. They moved there. I haven't heard about the Katrina being the driver. There are inkles that maybe there were some problems in Louisiana why they left, but I don't know if that's true. I really don't. So I'm not going to state that again. It could be just Katrina. I don't know. But yes, they did move about 4 years ago, I think, to Texas. I'm not sure that's 100% right, but about 4 years ago from Louisiana to Texas.
The real victim is the one who died, not the one who shoved a knife in his chest.
Which is what they're acting like.
I come to pray with you and show the world we can close the gap of this unbelievable racial divide. And what'd you do? You widen the gap even further. You hire a convicted, baby-shaking felon who's only in it for the money, who gives you bad advice, kicks me out of a press conference. Oh, funny, I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, but I left when asked. I didn't stab anyone.
Woo!
You know?
And that one right there was a real kick to the teeth. It's a saying, YouTube. He's right. He didn't throw a fit, didn't thrash around. When asked to leave, okay. Too bad Karmelo Anthony wouldn't have done the same thing. Every witness, they all lied. Every witness said that he was asked to leave like 15 times. And all he did was egg it on with Austin Metcalf. Just egg it on, egg it on. All he had to do was leave. Right or wrong. All he had to do was leave. Stabbing somebody in the heart is not valid when somebody tells you to leave and you could just leave. I guess a black boy can't defend himself. Yeah, as long if he's backed in a corner, can't leave. He had friends there with him Who said he egged it on? His friends wouldn't have helped him get out of there? Come on, shut up. So, yeah.
Secret Service Sam here with some hardcore receipts on the Austin Metcalf Karmelo Anthony trial aftermath.
Oh.
Jeff Metcalf got on TikTok Live. Secret Service Sam here with some hardcore receipts on the Austin Metcalf Karmelo Anthony.
I haven't watched some of these, so I'm just going through them with you guys. But yeah, it was somewhere in Louisiana, Jay Waters, and I believe it was 4 years ago.
Trial aftermath. Jeff Metcalf got on TikTok Live and showed you his completely racist side.
I'm also going to ask a question here. In a rough time of your life, I don't care what color you are, but if somebody from the opposite race brutally murders your son in front of your other son, it could tend to make you say some, or maybe even actually become a racist. If Jeff Metcalf wasn't a racist before, he may not be now, but he will be side-eyeing black people a little more now. Can you blame him? Just saying. And this guy is another one of these total jackasses worrying about what Jeff Metcalf said over what Karmelo Anthony did. The leftist, words hurt, words are violence. Hey, knife, pokey, stab, murder is violence. And it's a much higher level of violence than words.
For him to sit there and say this wasn't about race, and this video I'm about to show you gives you an idea into how these twins were raised and how we ended up here. And
I don't know. Seems like they were doing really good. I've seen pictures of these race grifters putting, they got their hunting guns. So? I grew up in the country hunting. I was shooting a .22 rifle at age 5. Shot a .410 a year or two after that. I grew up around firearms. A lot of people in certain areas, especially in Texas, grow up around firearms culture. Hey, and funny thing is, you want to post pictures of them with firearms? Hey, Austin didn't shoot Karmelo. So what's the point of that picture? Idiots.
How they were most likely talking to Karmelo. Look at what Jeff Metcalf had to say about slavery.
Even though they did wrong, you're going to support someone who does something against the law. You're encouraging and saying it's okay because he's a certain color. Oh, you've got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us, and we took you over here and put you to work.
He's spouting truth right here. By the way, Jay Watterson, you don't have to delete it because you said clearly you weren't sure. You weren't just coming out and throwing it down as a fact, just like I just did. I'm not sure. I just hear they moved from Louisiana about 4 years ago. You didn't do anything wrong at all to take down. You said, I don't know for sure. I heard this. So no, what you did is fine. You didn't have to take them down, bud.
And then we had a civil war.
But no, he is spouting very heavy truth right here. And I think this is why a lot of this is starting to come out of a lot of people's mouths anymore because they're tired. They're tired of the fatigue. They really are. And I'm personally tired of hearing about slavery. Some people, of course you are. No, my family never owned a slave. My family's been traced back to the Roman era. Never owned a slave. My family is in the high school textbooks of this country. Dying on the side of free slaves. Lost half of our family or more. We got a county and a couple states named after us. We are a major in 2 museums in this country in the war to free the slaves. So yeah, including a general and a colonel in there, let alone some of the other foot soldiers. But white people are tired of this shit about slavery too. A tiny percentage of white people own slavery, and maybe a bigger percentage were okay with it, but a lot of people didn't like it anyway. A lot of people never owned them, never were into it. So stop blaming everybody. And how about you blame the black Africans who sold you into it and who had slavery long before America ever existed? Oh no, 250 years of America, there was no slaveries until America invented it. Shut up. I am just butt tired of that. My gods. The world has had slavery for thousands and thousands of years, and actually still does. in the brown countries. So shut up. Tired of it.
Sold you to us, and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass. And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I've been so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed.
I'm going to say one quick thing. I'll let it keep going. He's right, not oppressed. The very fact that black people can use words in America that white people can't shows it's white people that are oppressed. I know some people ain't going to like that. It is white people that are oppressed. When black people can go around ad nauseum, like I said, the other day I was at the grocery store picking some stuff up. Guy pulls up. And once he pulled up right in the crosswalk and stopped in front of a woman and their kids. But this people had to put hands over their kids' ears, the mother and father, because the kid's sitting there, pulled up in their way on purpose. He's eyeballing, and to let his girlfriend out where she shouldn't have been let out. But then he's playing song is ninja, 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 I'm a ninja, ninja, I'm gonna shoot some ninjas. Are you kidding? But oh God, if anyone else could say the magic word, shut up. Shut up. Tired of it. Yeah, who's oppressed? White people are oppressed. And it's time we start telling what it is. White people are the minority. There are some starting to spout that because it's true. In this world, white people are the vast minority. So every time some piece of shit out there goes, we need to brown up America. Browning of America is a good thing. Why? Why are you attacking minorities? Why? Why is nobody ever look at a brown country and go, oh my God, we got to whiten up that country? Yeah. You're the racists. And white people are oppressed in this country. And I'm not saying I want to go around using ninja all the time. But the very fact that I'm somehow not supposed to be able to do it, while they can mutter not only that word, but call me every racial slur in the book in public, and nobody's supposed to get the same panties in a bunch effect. So yeah. Says I can't confirm deleting, I know, but I try to be factual. But no, you were trying to be factual. You clearly said you aren't sure, just like I did out loud. I said, I heard they came from Louisiana 4 years ago. I didn't know where. You're fine, bud.
Rest. You're fucking entitled.
They are
what DEI
entitled.
stands for? Yeah. Means I don't have to be fucking qualified. I just have to be a certain color or race or gender.
Yep.
Whose broad ass idea was that?
Some apologist white people who let black people push them around into it. Oh my God, I feel so bad about something I didn't do. Anybody ever tells, I swear to God, anybody ever tells, nobody should ever tell little white kids to feel bad because of their race, because of what something happened 150 years ago or something. Screw you. If I ever caught a teacher doing that, you do not screw up kids that way.
I don't know about you, but when I grew up, there was no participation trophy.
No.
There wasn't a safe space created for me because my feelings were hurt.
Whole different discussion. But when you talk about that sometime, that they don't keep score in Little League soccer and baseball and all this other stuff. Well, we don't keep score, tee. Well, you're not teaching your kids probably that's not the way life works. That's another discussion, though.
We have to take actual responsibility for our own actions. Wow.
But that is why kids today grow up and don't understand.
And
And can't
because
understand
the gag order is lifted.
Can't understand why their boss, when they don't have results or something, the boss will fire them. What do you mean? But I'm supposed to be able to just do whatever I want, right?
Secret Service.
Sorry.
Go your way.
And what's crazy is in part of this video, he tries to say black fathers are not involved in their life. It's like 78% of y'all aren't even involved, when that statistic has been debunked.
No, it hasn't. They walk away. They walk away. They don't have crap to do with their kids' lives. And if just being there once in a while is not being in your kid's life, you should be with that woman. You should be a family. When black families were a nuclear family, the traditional family, they were doing epic in America. Before the phrase, my baby daddies. Oh my God, baby daddies. My baby mama. And I'm just as annoyed, and white people use it. It's such a stupid phrase. As soon as you use that phrase, seriously use it, I mean, not jokingly, seriously use it, I know what type of person you are. It doesn't matter color or anything, or gender, none of it. As soon as you use that seriously, yeah, I know what type of person you are. I know you and I are not going to be friends.
Black fathers are more involved in their children's life than almost any other race.
Ho! 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 Wow! Holy crap! He said that, and this dumbass does that with a straight face. Holy shit. Hey, Rad, how's it going on the bottom end of the planet, buddy? How you doing? You holding it down? Whew. Can you believe this jackass just had the balls and said black fathers are involved in their kids' lives more than any other race? The fuck? Are you kidding? Just woke up. Dude! Are you saying you're woke, Rad? What is it? Rad went woke? Dude, this is insane.
Has been debunked. Black fathers are more involved in their children's life than almost any other race. Next, he has a Mark Wayne Mellon moment.
Dude, I can't even. I cannot. What the absolute. What the absolute. Come on. Stereotypes don't just pop up on their own there, jacknuts. Black dads are not involved most of the time. They walk away. It's a cool thing among them to go knock up as many and have as many baby mamas as you can. That's a neat thing. You don't have to work. Baby mama just let you stay in that apartment for that month and go stay with another one for a month and put up with that crap. And baby mamas, like as they just get that more welfare checks. But oh yeah, they're more involved. Maybe more involved with showing them how to commit crimes. More involved with getting them involved into the thug culture. Hey, son, here, listen to this song where it talks about going and gangbanging and using the N-word ad nauseum for everybody, including white people and yourself. Great. Jesus.
Claiming to be Native American and goes on another racist rant. Look at this.
We are Native American.
Yes. Yes. You retard. This guy is an absolute retard. Huh. Yes, I'm a Native American. How long? I would love a white person. White person. I want one of these leftards to tell me how long does a family have to be in America before they can call themselves Native American? Do they realize that almost nobody on Earth, very few humans on Earth, are native of the exact area they're at? Sooner or later, somehow their families have moved around a little. Whether it's from one side of the continent to another, or to the middle, or 200 miles away, everybody's moved over the millennia. The Native Americans aren't even Native American. They came across the land bridge. How long until somebody's in a country they get to be called Native American? My family's been here since like the 1800s. I'd have to look. My dad's going to smack me for not knowing. There are families that have been in this country, white families, since the 1600s. That is insane. So, but we're not Native American. Fuck off. Jeez Louise. I mean, Rad, let me ask, because, hey, and I'm really asking you for a reason. Now, in your country, do they consider the white people that have been there, what, 400 years now? Do they consider them Native Americans? Or are they still, like in Hawaii, call you Howleys or something, I mean, how long are we supposed to be in countries before we're native? Just saying. Just stupid. And this guy knows exactly what he's doing. He's being a jerk.
I have my Indian card and so do the boys. So if you want to talk about...
Oh, so he was actually an Indian. Well, shit, that makes it even worse. Claiming So this guy is a total jackass who's bitching at Metcalf because you don't get the Indian card without DNA test. They DNA test you. You got to have a certain percentage. Well, some tribes are, if it's even 0.001%, they'll call it, let you have something. But a lot of them have a higher percentage. You got to have blood. So if they have it, means shit. They are actually Native American mixed with other Native American. Because white people, sorry folks, we're Native American. You like it or not. To the people who want to play games about Native American wordage. So he is Native American even. Jeez.
Oh, stolen land? Yeah, that starts here. We were here before y'all were.
He's losing me a little there, but stolen land, everybody's on stolen land. Everybody's moved and migrated. Everybody's had wars and battles. Everybody's gone after resources or to take power and gained stolen lands. Find me a piece of unstolen land. Seriously. Kicked, knocked? What?
They took all our land and put us on a reservation. They just brought you guys over on a boat.
Let me guess, your Indian name is running around with big racist mouth bull.
The next. I don't know. What would Karmelo's Native American? Watermelon with a knife? I don't know.
The question is, are you satisfied with the sentence that Karmelo Anthony received? Do you believe Austin has received?
I'll answer that right away. No. If he's going to serve the 35, I would be okay with it, but he's not. He'll probably be out in 15. 15, probably, maybe 17 years, as a lot of the experts are saying. 15 to 17 years, he'll probably be out. The judge should have given him 35 years and a day. Because I don't know for sure, but from what I hear, that giving an extra day makes it so he has to serve a lot more of the time. I wish he would have done that. I don't think he should be out in 15 years. And I hate when you hear people going, it's only his first offense. Dude, it's not like he ran a stop sign or stole a Snickers bar. He ended someone's life in front of the twin brother. And my little high school, Rock Ridge High School, Edgerton, Illinois, it's not giving anything away. My little high school class, we had 4 sets of twins in my class and another set or 2 around. We were a twin area, weird as crap in that small school. And those twins always had a connection. Everybody's always told me twins have a connection. And the twin loses their brother or sister, it messes them up. Woof. I don't know.
Receive justice.
That's a real easy question for me to know. Hell no. What is justice? Justice for me is when Austin walks through that door and can hug me. That's how long he should stay in jail. Until my son comes back through that door. Do I think justice was served? No. There's all types of justice. Street justice, legal justice.
Let me guess. Real street justice means strange fruiting someone like you good old boys used to do in the old days.
That's pretty cool. You good old boys. Hey, jackass, look in the mirror. You're white. If you're going to paint that picture of Jeffrey Metcalf, got to remember, you're throwing yourself in that little gene pool there, bud. Way to go. Show me you have a connection for him and the KKK, a-hole.
And have picnics and make postcards. I'm sorry for anybody who...
And we could talk about how black people are good at having gangsters and drive-bys and stabbings and pokings. Doing drugs, idolizing the thug culture. We can all do this to each other forever if we want, but it's not helping. This guy's a jackass.
Who was triggered.
Okay, he's a bigger jackass than me.
By this video, but I thought it was important to debunk Jeff Metcalf saying he's not racist.
Well, you didn't do a good job. You just showed you're a racist against your own people. Hey, if you want to say black people say it about black cops, you're racist against your own. Oh, shut up. You're one of those wussy white apologists. Oh, I have race guilt.
And now you get an idea for how these twins most likely acted towards Karmelo Anthony.
Really? No. You know what gave us the idea of how the twins acted toward Karmelo? All the witness testimony. All the witness testimony. Once again, that's all they do is they deny the witness testimony. Everybody lied. Everybody. This guy's the same way.
Acting like they were superior to him, and I do believe he acted in self-defense, and we need to bring justice to Karmelo Anthony.
I'll remember that, because if we go by the same standards, the next time a black person lays hands on a white person, which happens, we know by the crime stats, happens 100 times plus more often than white laying hands on black. So by his and these other Karmelo supporters they have openly said now, touch me and that's it. See what happens. Fine. Remember you said that. I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying, if this ever happens and comes down the other way, I don't want to hear an effing peep. But no, it'll be different then. You'll suddenly switch the other way because you have no true beliefs except what gives you power in the moment. Then you'll be rioting and tearing up the country again. Yeah, go F yourself. So yeah, yeah, this is the one picture. Ow, they had guns. So? And? By the way, that's not a full-blown racist rant. One, he said a lot of facts about black society and how they think and how they're treating this country. Watermelon felon, that's all he had? Okay. Oh, they had guns, so they must have been the bad people. That's a long uphill climb in Texas there to get to that point. Yeah, they got people like this. What did Austin say? All right, let's see here. Oops, I got to plug my computer in. Sorry, guys. My screen just went dim. I was like, whoa. Hey, there we go. Been trying to remember to exercise my battery. All right, we have a thing here where people find out in their 20s, 30s that they have a tiny bit of native heritage and then claim people are treated badly. Our people are treated badly in our land, stolen, coming from white, blonde-looking person. 164 Harris, rest is white. How they acted, although the other one assumes a white person acted like evil slave owner going to whip their slave. BS. Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, once again, we aren't supposed to hold all black people to account for the rampant crime by the black community in this country. And whether you like it or not, it's a fact. Math. I know 2 + 2 = 5. We're not supposed to hold them all accountable, but they all hold, well, not all. About 75, 77% hold all white people to account for slavery 150 years ago. Weird how that works. Once again, they have no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. And that phrase I use so often is so true about so much of this BS we have going on in the world. So yeah. Don't hold us all accountable for our gang banging and ninja word and all this other stuff and get it in your face. But we're going to hold you all accountable. You owe us all reparations. All you whiteys, give us reparations. Kiss, which is even worse. They want to hold all white people accountable for something that happened 150 years ago. But we're not supposed to hold all black people accountable for something that happened yesterday. Just saying. Things that make you go, It's almost like they're racist and don't really give a shit about the truth. So, yeah. Yeah, remember Karmelo had a legal right to be under that tent, did he? Did he? I don't know if he did. And doesn't matter. They can still ask him to leave. It's not his school's tent. His utility blade was legal. Once again, this can be considered a utility blade, and this is smaller than the one Karmelo used. I'm not unfolding it, because small channel on YouTube, oh, he's got a weapon! The blade is almost as long as the handles on this. That is my hand, and I have pretty good sized hands, among other things. That is more than enough to stick into somebody's heart. And the blade Karmelo had, They've already shown the which version he had was bigger than this. Yeah, his utility blade, acting like it's some fingernail clipper. And he had a legal right to defend it. So we're saying he had a legal blade while trying to put pictures of these boys up, making people think, oh my God, these violent boys. Maybe they had a gun there. Tell you what. If these boys followed the same creed as Karmelo Anthony, Anthony might have brought a knife to a gunfight. Just saying. Yeah. It's sad in a way. The reason that kid is dead is because he has a father like this. No, he's dead because too many black people in this country take everything as some personal offense and have to be one up and play king of the jungle and will punch, fight, kick, stab, murder because I felt disrespected. Even though they're the first ones to disrespect any other race. The fact that they can walk around using racial slurs for white people, Asian people, Hispanics, on YouTube, on social platforms, in public, kind of says it all. Yeah. And this idiot here thinks, oh, stabbing somebody to death, that's good because somebody told you to leave a tent or maybe pushed you. Maybe. The witnesses say he never even got to push him. Raise his hand, come over to push him out, and doop, stab. Okay. Oh, imagine if he had a dad telling him to treat everyone equally and same respect. Hey, imagine somebody taught Karmelo that. Hey, imagine if Karmelo hadn't been there. He wasn't supposed to be there at all because he was suspended. Maybe somebody started to Karmelo to follow the simplest of rules of society. Don't start fights. Don't be a thug. Don't be taking pictures of yourself with illegal firearms you're not supposed to be laying hands on. Don't thug up. Don't show up somewhere where you're not supposed to be because you're on suspension. Hey, maybe don't get on suspension. Oh, so roll Philly dogs here. Jeez, dude. My God. Kangman Lee. Guy's good. Black man openly says F white lives with zero consequences while everyone knows the double standard would explode if the words were reversed. Yes. The entire internet is full of black people pissing on Austin Metcalf's grave and calling to kill white people. They're calling to kill Austin's brother. They're saying somebody should take him down. This dummy here just lied. Apparently Austin and Hunter were suspended. They weren't supposed to be there. Wrong. Anthony was suspended. Karmelo was suspended. What if anybody calls her out for that? Let's see. Yeah. Neither were suspended. I'm ignorant all about it. I'm going to be loud about it. Yeah. Yep. Don't use Eva says we them violent mother. Yeah. That is a meme right there. Yep. Not suspended. Liberia Express. There you go. So, yeah. All right. Well, now we're going to get into mom and dad here. I love Believe Karmelo. Believe your thug son, who, by the way, maybe if you weren't overly believing him on stuff, maybe Austin would still be alive. And also, why was your son there? Why didn't you teach him to walk away? I've walked away from fights. And I'm going to say something. Are you going to consider this? You might consider racist. Why is it black people can't walk away from fights? Not all, but why is a huge majority cannot walk away from a fight? You disrespected me. They're the first ones to disrespect you. And if you call them out on that, I don't give a fuck. You go, dude, you're not showing any respect. I don't give a fuck. But then how dare you do it to them? They've been taught to lord this over people for so long in this country. I don't want to speak for everybody's country. In this country, they've been taught that they can use certain things against us. They can do whatever they want. They're almost untouchable. The very fact that they can use words that white people can't. And don't give me the, well, you just want to use those words. I don't care. Either it's bad for everybody or good for everybody. Just saying. So what a load of shit. So let's play the parents here, and I'll check you guys here in a sec. I don't think they said much here, but I just know they're both trash. Hashtag believe Karmelo. What are you believing? It's a nightmare. The court system is racist. Yes, because it's racist that your son murdered a boy and has to pay for it. Oh my God. People are chanting by the courthouse. He should be released with no time. He murdered a child. Even if you want to say Austin was wrong and shouldn't have pushed him, that is not escalation of force to stab him in the heart. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. If this is the other way around, once again, keep donating to the GoFundMe. We need to bring our son home, and we need another Escalade and some more fancy purses like she's shown in that video to be having.
I mean, right now we're in a nightmare. Doesn't feel real. We've been up all night.
Oh, I know that, Rad. I've got them there somewhere. I'm just being pokey.
Waiting for family to come in. We have.
They did not just. I'm gonna push back a little, Rad. I'm not sure if they taught him to be a victim. They taught him to be a thin-skinned, uncontrolled little thug. Is what they taught him. They taught him if a white boy says something to you, you do something worse. You escalate it. You got to make the white man respect you. He's got to show you respect. You don't have to show him any respect. So I'm going to push back. I don't think they taught him to be a victim. They just taught him anything a white man tells you to do, you better push back. Push the white man down.
Some family who has made it. We just right now lost words, waiting for him to give us a call as soon as possible.
So you haven't heard from him just yet?
Mom, Dad, I met my new roommate. It's a 350-pound white boy. Named the White Kraken. I don't know why, but he's smiling at me. Oh, boy.
We heard from him yesterday.
That would be justice. That would be justice right there. Next picture we get of Karmelo is he's in the skirt, got the makeup on.
Today, he
my new husband. There you go. His name's Thor's Hammer. You win. You win. You win. I give. You win. And Rad, I agree. If a word is offensive for one, it's offensive for all. If it's okay for one, it's okay for all. Once again, in America, white people are oppressed. 100%. And his name's Thor's Hammer. Woo! That's a good one. That's good. These people really don't say anything useful.
actually suffered from seizures, so we actually have to bring his medicine to the courthouse. So,
oh, God. I can see it coming now on appeal. They're going to be going, he didn't try to stab Austin. He had a seizure. His seizure unfolded the knife and made him go poke. You wait. The knife was racist. The knife pulled his hand.
We're waiting for them to give us instruction to...
If they're going to be ridiculous, I can be.
We know Karmelo from the courtroom, but
Thor's
tell
Hammer.
us, who is he? What kind of...
Oh, here come some lies. We all know he's been in trouble multiple times, taking pictures with illegal guns, being a thug, shooting gang signs, and now here we go. We are going to get glazed here.
What person is he? What kind of son is
Ready?
he at home?
He is a wonderful son.
He's a wonderful son. I don't catch him whacking off, but I do catch him a lot of times shooting gang signs, pants around his ass, and with illegal guns in his pictures and hands. But he's a great kid. With all the trouble he's been in. No!
He's a wonderful student.
He was a pretty good student. I'll give him that. I know a lot of smart people that are kind of bad people, though.
3.7 GPA.
Yeah.
Worked 2 jobs. He
got to be able to afford the gangsta firearms. Street guns cost money.
I'm sorry, baby, for cutting you off. He was actually taking online classes during all of this and still held a great GPA going through this traumatic time.
And he was a thug. You can be smart and be a thug. You don't think some of the biggest cartel guys in the world responsible for insane amounts of death and misery, you don't think they're smart? That has nothing to do with it. I know dumb as F people that are super, what I'd call super good people. I know some super smart people who are horrendous humans. Has nothing to do with it. Zero.
He was a
100% Rad. You're right again. Thor's hammer is still killing me. Every time I look over, I see Thor's hammer now.
My buddy said it. He was a captain of a track team, football team.
Yeah. You're captain of the football team. Once again, remember, they showed these pictures of him as younger, trying to make him seem so much smaller than Austin Metcalf, like he was a nothing. This kid was an athlete, trapped in a track team, captain of the football team. He was not some tiny little defenseless dude. The big evil Thor's hammer came after him. Big evil Whitey. Poor little black guy. Oh my God. No. He was a good sized boy and an athlete of his own. So
he was working 2 jobs. He was
shouldn't have stabbed somebody.
To save the kid's life. That the mom, he jumped in
doesn't
the pool,
balance out,
and saved the kid's life, which is amazing.
And how long ago was that? When did he start idolizing the gangsta culture? All the pictures of the firearms, the gang symbols, getting in trouble as he'd been doing lately. What'd you do to nip that in the bud?
I didn't know how great he was.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, that's where Jeff Metcalf showed up and they booted him. Let's see here. I got something. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Hey, Urbexy. He has the friends make a difference. Yeah, 100% make a difference. This is how the Karmelo Anthony trial looked. You mean looked? Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now here's a funny. I like this response. Mind you, this was the jury, completely fueled by white supremacy and racism. From Rose Kennedy here. Mind you, this was the jury, completely fueled by white supremacy and racism. Okay. White woman in their 40s. White women in their 40s? Dude, that was a person probably would have been on your side. White women in their 40s a lot of times in this country, a lot of them are lunatic leftists. White man, 20s or 30s. Okay, whatever. White woman, white man, Asian. Oh, wait. But she's not white. Asian woman in her 50s. Hopes, maybe black people shouldn't be going attacking Asians. Well, I didn't help with her. White or Hispanic man. Wait a minute. What do you mean white or Hispanic? What? Doesn't seem white. White or Hispanic woman. They won't just come out and say Hispanic on these. Oh, Asian woman, again. Hispanic or Indian. The hell? I don't think they mean woo-woo Indian. They mean dot Indian. So, okay. We seem to be losing the white onlys thing here. Middle Eastern woman wearing a head covering. That is not a white person at all. And would probably be more prone to back you. Indian woman. We have at least 5 or 6 people in this jury that are not the white people. All it took was one of them, if the evidence was there, to hang the jury and go, no, he's not in it, not guilty. And they didn't do it because the facts showed he clearly did it. Every one of these people did their jobs. They looked at the facts, the testimony said, yeah, he's guilty as F. They barely deliberated. There wasn't enough time for, I'm sure there's some people going, they threatened the white ones, went after them. What enough time? What enough time? They railroaded it from the beginning. Unfortunately, white supremacy is rooted in racism linked to low intelligence. Oh, your post is linked to low intelligence. You got busted out right here. You got busted out right here. Holy shit. Sorry, I was trying to get to that guy's response there as I said something back. I can't remember what it was, but I said something back to him. Where was it? I can't find it. Sorry, guys. This idiot. I said something about it. Over the majority to use. Oh, yes. Right here. Yes, the white supremacy. Jury with Asians, Indians, Latinos, and Middle Easterners. And he goes, yes. Anything to keep the victim mentality. Yes, you blatantly overlooked the majority. Don't be intentionally obtuse. Again, white supremacy rooted in racism. Show replies, and it should show mine. Well, they did my job for me, but I did respond to this. And I said something like this. It takes all members of a jury to vote guilty to convict, though. So at least a few non-whites, actually it's all non-whites said he was guilty. All of them. I responded somewhere in here, but I don't know where it went. Because people have been responding since. I know there's a way to find it yourself, but I can't remember how. I did put a response in there. I said something about that same thing. How, dude, you tell me again, you know how a jury work. Are you being obtuse? So, yeah. Oops. Nope. Again, oh yeah, here's one of them. Again, you lie. It was not a total white jury. Yes, he said it a second time. I'm fully aware, but what does that mean to Karmelo Anthony's family? Again, an entire white jury is blasphemy. Told that up. Again, you lie. It wasn't a white jury. Gosh dang, where was that response I had? You're like, I don't care. So, yeah. Well, I responded another time, Tim. I don't know where it went. I found the one. But, yep. All right, so. Let's see. Then again, once again, the guilty verdict against Karmelo Anthony delivered by an all-white jury raises serious questions about whether black defendants can ever expect equal treatment in a system that too often criminalize black youth. Why would you criminalize black youth or arrest black youth more often? Because they're committing crimes. They like to forget that part. Black people get arrested more often. Why? No reason. Racism. They weren't committing crimes? Fuck you. That's what it is. Yep. Brian Krasenstein. What a dumbass. I don't know if there's any more to talk about. We already talked about Psycho here. Am I supposed to tell my boys? Don't be thugs. Wow, she's doing a certain monkey thing there. Chud the Builder would have told her something.
I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion here.
What is wrong with them? There's a lot of them, like, not all, but there's a lot of them like this. Once again, go watch an hour of police body cams. What is wrong with the lack of self-control? The weird movements even to add to it. What the fuck? I'm sorry, all I get is feral.
That's what Karmelo was doing. Protecting his motherfucking self.
I don't have an opinion.
You know how you protect yourself against somebody without a weapon? You leave. When they ask you to leave. That's all you do is leave. Free Karmelo. Yeah, here's another one. Walk up and punch somebody. This is starting right here. Blacks are now starting a trend by targeting random white people. There's multiple videos out there now. Accusing them of being members of Karmelo Anthony's journey, assaulting them. They only go after older and physically weaker whites rather than strong white men that can defend themselves. Of course. Of course. This is stupid.
Hey, bro. Weren't you on motherfucking jury selection?
Motherfucking bitch.
Weren't you on jury selection?
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you was.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you was.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you was.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, the hell you.
Oh, don't try that shit with me. I don't care if you're a black girl. I'll knock your ass down. Nope. You lay hands on me, my hands are coming back. Nope. That's stupid. That is stupid.
You was.
I never been on jury selection.
What?
Here, you fat fucking.
And that is just self-defense, YouTube. I'm not saying I'm going out starting trouble. These people are. I would defend myself, and that's it. Not looking for problems. This is stupid. Black Panthers. I don't know about Panther. That's more of a black hippo. That's not going to be doing a lot of panthering. No panthering there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're panthering. Look how lithe and nimble that panther is. Yike! Randy's grandmother explodes outside the grocery store. Racist, biased, prejudiced. Yeah, wonder why they got all that. Oh, that was a mom. But wonder how he ended up the way he is, huh? Yep. All right. So, but no, it's bad. But black only graduation, but thought segregation is bad. Here we go. This is not good. Black man says, I'm so proud of y'all for killing that white boy. Not me, YouTube. This is what people are posting. This is scary shit. And wants to have one day a week to punch little white boys and girls and the elderly. I don't think you realize how sick and tired and fatigued we are. And I'm telling you right now, there's going to be major consequences.
Fuck 'em up, y'all.
If these attacks keep happening, we're going to have riots. Why? Because God help me, we don't want this happening. Some black person going to walk up and attack the wrong person. Some black person going to go up and attack somebody's wife, somebody's daughter, somebody's kid, and they're going to defend their wife, daughter, or kid or themselves, and another black person may end up dead. We do not want this. Black people, you got to get in control of the 50 to 70% of your society that is like this. It's stupid. I don't much care for Chud the Builder, but his phrase he uses is out there for a reason. Because, just like that lady, he had moving, and you guys do out, what Chud the Builder says. What is wrong with you? You do not. They act arrogant. Once again, watch body cam videos. They're all badass until the rubber meets the road. Then they're, how dare you? Oh my God, let me go. Oh, I'm sorry. You do not want race riots. You are thinking you all badass now. Do the math. And don't do the 2 + 2 = 5 math. Look at the math. You will not come out of that good. We do not want this. Don't do this. Don't do this. You are very lucky white people are so restrained. But it's ending. They're tired of it. Not just in America, in the world in general, they're tired of it. We are the minority. While you're out there screaming, you're the minority. No, we are the minority, and we are fucking tired of it. If anybody touches my wife because of this bullshit, not good. Not good.
I'm so proud of y'all for killing that white boy.
Imagine, once again, I'll shut up and listen to this, but imagine if this was reversed. If there were white people making videos, so glad you killed that black boy. I'm making an example, YouTube, to offset this news story of this man making this video and doing it openly. Openly making, just happy about murders. I'll shut up. Kinda.
I'm so proud of y'all for killing that white boy. See, they not used to this shit happening to them, y'all.
Really? I ain't gonna shut up. We did the math the other day. We're not used to it? No, you're not used to us fighting back. For every 3 you take out, or we take out, you take out 150. We're used to it. We're tired of it.
My only problem is it should happen more. This is where I'm fucking up. This is where I got a problem with my people. It should happen more. We should make a day
Rad.
like every Thursday or every Wednesday where we just wake up and fuck up a white girl or a white boy. Just pick a little girl, smack the shit out of her.
I'm at, once again, this is reversed. We'd have cities burning down right now. We'd have police arresting people. We'd have this taken down. There'd be stuff going on everywhere. But once again, so who's oppressed again,
boy,
sir?
Smack the shit out of him. Old lady, white, whatever. We should set up a day once a week where we just fuck them up, y'all.
Do the math. Do the math. And guess what? Asians ain't going to help you. Asians don't much care for you guys anymore either. Hey, guess what? Neither do Hispanics. It's almost like you guys are just a bunch of animals that are pissing everybody off. Okay. I don't think you... Oh, tell me that you did not graduate and do good in math class. You don't know your maths. Oof.
Until they go back to the mountains. Yeah, last Saturday we just fucked them up. Oh, this cuz we wake up, we yawn, we brush our teeth, we wash our face, and we go outside and we just fuck them up. First, that's how we gotta start getting our day started. Can we please pick a day where we just fuck them white people up? Just beat their ass, especially the old ones. Just beat their ass, the kids.
That's brave of you. Standard bravery too. Standard bravery. That's why they all cry like bitches in these police body cam videos when somebody's big enough, strong enough, equal to them pushes back. Don't like it. He's all balls. He's talking about old people and women and kids.
Just beat their ass. Everybody, get in the comments. Let's set up a day where we just fuck. We're national fuck white people every day. Seriously, we just beat them up. Just walk up to them and be shit's about to change whether they know it or not. They talking all this shit online, this racist shit, but the reality, they gonna have to get out here with us in a minute.
You are so right. Things are about to change. Damn, look at that. We found agreement. We found something to agree on. Yeah, shit's about to change. It is. Shit's gonna change. Yeah, we're done with your racism. We are. Yep.
And boy, I can't wait the day we beat the fuck out these crackers. They don't stand a chance. I just can't wait.
Once again, he can use racial slurs openly.
Wait to take these hands. Oh, it's about to be soon. Good job, y'all. Let's set a day we do that to their kids more. I hope their kids rotting in hell. As a matter of fact, I wish I knew where the little white boy grave was so I can go spit on that bitch. Dig him up, smack him up again, stab him up again, put his ass back in there. Let's set a day where we just beat their ass, y'all.
Hey, look. We found Karmelo Anthony's future roommate.
Let's get him.
Put him where he should be. You know, right in the jail next to him. Yeah. I don't know. They're nuts. I thought they had the Camaro. Yeah, this is shit. We're going to be out here in a sec, guys, but yeah. I don't want to beat this horse to death. It's a saying, YouTube, but it's shit that people should be talking about a little more harshly. Imagine if I used George Floyd in this picture and said F all black people and used that term white lives matter. Yeah, there'd be riots in the streets, 100%. Yep. 100%. That is insanity. Where's that little thug? This guy here, he got some balls. But this dude, yeah, problem again. Just ask the question. Yeah, here's somebody actually pissing on his grave. Yeah. All right, let me see. What game is D4? I don't know that one. I know that Resident Evil's out. Street Fighter. I don't know what's D4. U.S. opening ceremony only a couple hours away. You mean the World Cup? Isn't that it? Yeah, the World Cup, right? Wait, listen. No problem, Rad. I get it, though. But what's D4? Yeah, right here. Pissing on Austin Metcalf's grave. That's beautiful. And I'm going to ask a quick question. You remember what you think of me. How can we come together with these people? How can you come together with this rampant, feral levels of thuggery? Once again, I don't agree. I don't like Chud the Builder. I never heard of the guy before that stuff. I went and looked at his stuff. I don't care for his stances. I think he is an unhelpful part of all of this. But his phrase he uses, his famous catchphrase, it has validity. How do we come and Diablo 4. Holy crap, dude. But no, how do we meet with these people? How do we come back together? How do we bridge the divide? Seriously. I thankfully don't have people like this of these skin tones around me. And no, I don't live in some affluent white neighborhood. I live in a very mixed area. But I live in an area where nobody's thugs like this. Everybody hangs out with everybody. Everybody treats everybody all the same. We got them all here. The kids play together. We don't have problems. But how do we deal with a huge portion of their populace that is like this? When they CH out, when they will pee on graves, when they will threaten to go beat up little children because of race. Insane. Once again, you have people like this. Multi-billionaire LeBron James believes in oppressed victim of racism in America. Dude, you got white kids walking around in your jersey. You got white kids going, I want to be like LeBron someday. So racist. I jammed on Michael Jackson. I've been to where Michael Jackson was born as an urban explorer. I went to the house where Michael Jackson was born. I went to where he recorded his first albums in a house with his family. I went to the hospital where he was born because I thought that was cool. Stop this god dang victimhood culture. Stand on your own 2 feet and take responsibility. Jeez. No, man. It's insane. You can't meet up. But now, I'm not just black-pilled, guys. Then we have this. This is, trust me. You may think, oh my God, he's mad at them all. No, I've already said between 55 and 70% or so that I think we have a huge problem with. But then we have people just like this man right here. And he is one you should listen to.
Guys, this shouldn't be an argument. If you stab somebody at a school event, you should go to jail. Why didn't you just fight the other kid? Yeah. What made it seem as if it was
or walk
a good
away
idea to stab another child? Why are we fighting over this as black people? What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, because there's a difference between black people and... Yeah. Difference between black people and ninjas. Chris Rock said it. I played that copyright strike for you. I got it removed because I was using that and I was using it more fair use. They backed off on that. We talked about that. Chris Rock. Nothing black people hate more than ninjas. They can't stand them some ninjas. Problem is, the ninjas outnumber the black people anymore. So I'm not black-pilled. You got people like this. This guy is going, what the absolute shit. He's looking, God help me, I'm betting he doesn't hang out with the part of his race culture that is acting like they are. He's going, duh fuck. I bet everybody around him is going, duh hell. I bet his mom and dad are like, yeah, we raised our boy properly. This guy's not going to go out and poke somebody in the heart. If he's somewhere he's not wanted, even whether it's right or wrong, somebody goes, walk away. I bet he does it. Oh, he does disrespected. This guy is the same way. Right here. Like I said, I'm going to leave on a good note, though.
And tell y'all the truth, and I know that the truth makes some of y'all want to peel y'all skin off. I don't care. Start peeling. If you're one of those people who said that what Rick Child did to Cyrus was wrong, yet in the same breath you're defending Karmelo Anthony, saying that he did not deserve to go to prison, and you're rejoicing that Austin Metcalf lost his life, don't talk to people about what's right and what's wrong. You don't get to talk to people about what's right and what's wrong.
100%. 100%. I don't want to leave. People think, oh my God, he thinks all, or oh my God, no, he's so black-pilled. No, there are a lot of good people, but I feel bad because these guys I've just played are outnumbered.
Right and wrong does not matter to you. What matters to you is narrative and race. You guys are stupid. The amount of racial hatred that I've been seeing coming from a lot of y'all the past couple of days is truly worthy of something to be permanently purged from society. Then we got y'all now out here making threats to people. You're wishing harm on people's children. You're rejoicing when people lose their life. And then a lot of y'all out here talking about a race war. I don't know what you're going to do that for. That's not going to change anything. The only thing that's going to change is you're either going to be in prison like Karmelo Anthony or in the ground like Austin Metcalf. not gonna lie, I lost hope in some of y'all. Not that I ever had faith.
Now that's even more scary. Of everything we've talked to, listen to him. He is looking at his fellow black men and he's like, man, I am losing faith. He's feeling despair for his own people around him. That is pure sad. That is pure sadness right there.
Of y'all, not that I ever had faith in most of y'all to begin with, but a lot of y'all are racist, looking for a reason to continue being racist and harmful to people who have done absolutely nothing to you. Then some of y'all got the nerve to sit out here and say, oh, we gonna get revenge on the whites for this. We gonna get revenge on the whites for this. We gonna take back what's... Ain't none of that going on. What's going on is we gonna keep hurting each other. We're gonna keep ignoring it, not having the same energy. We're gonna keep listening to our Al Sharptons. We're gonna keep donating money to the scams that is BLM and continue to engage. Until
that right there. I don't know what else the words use. That's powerful. That is major powerful. I feel bad that he's lost faith. And he said didn't even have faith in a lot of his brethren as it was. That is sad. And that just backs up. The bad thing is if a white person says what he says about the black community, oh my God, it's horrid. Listen to those among you. You may think we're happy that Karmelo Anthony's in jail. No, we are not. I don't know about happy, but you get something, at least some feeling of, all I can say is justice. Some type of justice happened. Are we happy that some kid was taught so bad by, looks like the grandmother, his family, and I'm sorry, a huge part of black culture to be like this, and now he's going to spend 15 to 30 years in jail? Dude, that is a waste. With a GPA like that and doing the things he was doing, if he'd have been taught better, been around better people, my God, we may have been deprived somebody that could be one of the next great, scientists or track or, Olympic athletes or something. Oh, no. Family and society failed him. That's not a thing to celebrate. Him being in jail, that is just justice. Justice isn't always pretty. We don't always yay and celebrate justice. But damn. This guy here is dead on now. I mean, that is strong. That's powerful. I wonder if I can grab that. Hang on. Copy that. I'll post it in the chat in a minute. You guys need to spread this. Post this on whatever social media you use. Share it. I'm going to share it. I mean, it's just, wow. I mean, damn. I don't want to leave this black-pilled. We got a level of justice. We don't have to love it. But we did get a level of justice out of this. But yeah. All right, so let me go here. Oops. There we go. My dogs are out barking. Yep, they're barking. Okay. She drives me nuts sometimes. All right, so we'll be out of here in a minute. Sorry about that. My chat's way behind there. There we go. It's weird. They used to keep up. I will say this. Loving my new ISP so far. Have you seen a lot of glitches here, guys? Not a lot of drops? I'm dancing with YouTube, though. I'm trying to get YouTube not to nail me. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes. Those were smart words. 100%. Do they want to be disrespected in public or in prison by Thor's hammer? Yeah. You're right, Rad. They somehow, some people think I bring up Tim Pool too often. Here's that link, by the way, guys. Spread that. Spread that everywhere. That guy needs to be shared everywhere. You're right. And the bad thing is they actually call, it's part of their culture now to go to jail. They actually, Yeah, when I go to jail, I'm going to do that. It's like, dude, what? What are you doing? That's part of their culture. It's that you get respect. I've been inside. What for? Oh, for poking somebody or for fighting. Oh, you're taking down Whitey or something. Or I robbed a store, did a drive-by. Yeah, I've been inside. Respect. I get respect. Dude, a culture that respects people who go to jail for being thugs and gangsters, that is a dying culture. That's a culture definitely in bad condition. And it's not good. And you can think whatever you want of me, but I don't want the black culture to die off. Black culture has given America some amazing stuff. I mean, God, a lot of us use the older hip-hop words and talk a little more slang from black folks. We have some of the music, some of the greatest celebrities loved by everybody in America. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, Oprah Winfrey. Okay, you got to apologize for that one. You know, I mean, come on. You've got so many. Prince, my God. My God, where would music be without Michael Jackson and Prince and Jimi Hendrix? And, you know, I mean, come on, we can go on. Sports, celebrities, white kids, brown kids, blue kids, even kids on bikes, whatever. Walk around wearing your jerseys going, I want to be like Mike. Stop acting like you are oppressed. You are only oppressed because you oppress yourself. Do better. Get better. We don't want a race war and arguments, but that is where we're heading. You are going to turn younger generations of whites, Asians, and Hispanics into people who will hate you. They look at how you are acting and they go, hey, well, no matter what we do, they're going to hate us. They're going to attack us. They're going to want to end us. They're whacking my mom walking down the street. They're saying we need a day to go beat them up. You are going to take people, and they're listening to Nick Fuentes. And I like a decent amount of Nick Fuentes. There's some stuff that's like, yeah. But they're listening to Nick Fuentes and some of these other people who are going, it's time to stop this. They are going to push back. You are going to cause a snapback effect of actual racism. You are going to turn people into the racists that you now say they are. And I think most of you know they aren't. You just use racism as a club. It's been power for you all this whole time. It's been able to get you out of accountability. It's dying away. You're not going to be able to do that much more. You are going to actually make a generation or two of people that will be possibly as racist as you like to call them. And that, the math there is not good, because not just white people. If you're going to call a jury of Middle Eastern people, Indian people, and Hispanics all white, that's good. You go for it. So you're going to be 13% of the population. You're going to take them all down, huh? The math don't math. And for those 25 to 40% out there, whatever, that aren't like that, I feel for you. Just like that guy. I feel for him. Scary crap. Stop making excuses. Stand on your own 2 feet. Go out there. Get away from the bad stuff. Don't hang out with the bad people. Don't let somebody call you a pussy because you won't go out and punch somebody or gangbang or sell drugs. Stop with the, oh, I need the respect. You do not need the respect of anybody that would get you involved in that stuff. That says if you don't do this horrid stuff, you ain't respected. Get away from those people. Horrendous. Too much negative energy to go into a cemetery and desecrate a grave. Just asking for it levelly. Oh, 100%. 100%. Dude, if somebody catches you desecrating their child's grave, their brother, their sister, their husband, their wife, God help you. God help you. God's help you. And once again, it's a valid thing to keep saying. Reverse this. If there are videos of a white guy going, that's it, we need a week to just go out and beat up black people. Gotta attack the little black boys and girls and the elderly. Holy bejesus. I'm not saying to YouTube, I'm using an example in the reverse world. Holy crap. If there's videos of white guys going and pissing on a poor dead black kid's grave, holy bejesus. Half this country be on fire. Insane. Paranormal occurrences get faked all the time, but they're not all fake. Well, possibly. That could be too, but I'm thinking more it's going to be more of a more worldly response. A more corporeal response. How's that? All right, guys. I know these early streams, I apologize, but it's what I had time to do today. I wanted to get on here. I appreciate you guys being here. And you guys on Rumble, too. I see you over there. Sorry if I didn't come over and chat enough, but feel free. You can always come over to the YouTube side. My dog is barking like crazy out there. But I have been on for just shy of 2 hours. I don't want to... I'm going to try to come back on. I know you guys have spoken that you like me doing my late streams. I know some of you guys can't make it then, but other people are telling me, yeah, you got a lot more people then because people like the late streams. So I'm going to try to start edging back to those. But I changed my schedule because I'm helping family members out that now I was going to bed a little earlier. So now I'm going to try to change it back. All right, guys, if you haven't, please hit thumbs up. Like if you like. I mean, this seems like a stream. It almost feels wrong to ask for you to like what's going on. I know. Yeah, it's at a good time. Okay. So this is at a good time, Red? Yeah, well, it's at a good time for you, but where I'm at, and the majority of YouTube means I get buried. Because every big channel is putting out ad nauseum video or a stream right now. And it's... If I even want to have a chance of getting YouTube's algorithm to stop suppressing me, I need to be where I can gain an audience, and I can't gain it this time of day. I know I'm not thinking I'm epic, but when I'm not doing this stream this time of day, I get a lot more views. If I do it this time of day, it's a few of the good ones. you few good guys show up. But yeah, so... Good luck in the game. I reckon 2-1 to the U.S. You think? Wow. Okay. And I'm not a soccer hater. I like Premier League. I've watched Premier League for a long time, and Bundesliga. So I have watched that stuff. I actually enjoy it a lot. I unlike a lot of Americans, there's no action. Are you retarded? They never stop running. I do admit the grabbing my leg going, the acting, they've got to really punish that. That crap's got to stop. But man, it's all action. Not like ours now where you come back from an ad and the baseball game's already going again. The ads are going over the game you're trying to watch. But, well, yeah, good luck, Rebecca. Yeah, thank you, Rebecca. Sadly, I know it's going to sound bad. Sadly, it seems like the focus in Belfast has been lost, and people are going to let the government get away with more crap, and another one of the citizens, maybe, I don't know if there's going to be a change. Sooner or later, you guys have to stand up and stay standing up. I'm not saying be violent against innocent people, but sooner or later, your government, you need to stop getting mad for a day or two when they all know they spray you down. Oh, a day or two, they'll be over it. And then, come back to it, so... You're late night feeds on Fridays and Saturdays. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to try to be on tonight as long as my throat still recovers and I'm not dead tired. So we'll see how it goes, but I will try to, and I'll do like I did today. I don't know if you guys I sent a notification. And I even tried to put the stream up 15, 20 minutes before I went on. But I did put a notification out. I didn't quite make my notifications. I got in arguments with people. But thanks, guys. Please hit thumbs up if you like. Share this channel out. And I will try to get back on. If I do tonight, it'll be between 10 and 11 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Somewhere in that area would be when I would start. So that'd be about the time. So I'm going to try to do a stream no matter what, even if it's on my phone. Even if I have to just do a stream on my phone. But in the meantime, anybody has any topics, any videos you want me to react to, talk about, you want to discuss, send them to, put them in the comments, link them in the comments, or lionsdenws6@gmail.com, or you can find me on Twitter at lionsdenws6 and link it there. All right. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I hope you have fun with Diablo Rad. And Rebecca, we'll see how the soccer game goes. Football, sorry. I really don't understand how, another bad discussion for this time, but how do we call our game football when we barely ever use our feet? But make fun, but then we change the world game of football to soccer. I've never understood that. I don't get it. It's like the person who said water freezes at 32 and boils at 212. I don't know. I don't get it. Or that NASCAR is a really great sport. UFC White House tomorrow. Oh. Yeah, they tried to sue to stop it. You jackasses. They are the fun police. Movies and nostalgia topics. Okay. All right, guys, we'll do that tonight. We will come on and we will not, the only politics we'll do is as of politics that are connected, because politics and pop culture are upstream and downstream of each other. So, okay, tonight, between 10 and 11, I'll come on and we'll do some movies and nostalgia, and so we'll talk about everything from older cartoons and TV shows and movies up to the newer stuff a little bit. Okay, you convinced me. We'll do that. I would plan on, you can just plan on 11 o'clock. How's that? 11 p.m. U.S. Central Time. All right? All right. But I will do it. I don't care if I have to caffeine up with 8,000 milligrams of caffeine. Yep. Okay. We're doing it. All right, guys. Talk to you then. See you at 11 p.m. U.S. Central Time tonight. Have a good game. Jackson's idea. Ray J from rugby. How do they call it? Rugby. That rugby football. Yeah, I know. We watch the AFL too. My wife loves AFL. The Australian Football League. She loves that game. And I have to admit, it's pretty cool. And a huge field. Yep, I can watch AFL. So we do like watching that. All right, guys. Talk to you later. I really got to get up and find out what my dog is doing. Barking outside. I'm sure the neighbors are happy. And I will talk to you tonight around 11 p.m. U.S. Central Time. So if I say 11 p.m., probably be 11:20, 11:30, knowing me, because I can never seem to just be on time. If I fixed cars that way, I'd be in trouble. All right, guys.